Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing the explanation for the 17th hexagram in I-Ching called the following. The reason it's right after the 16th hexagram delight is because of our human nature to follow something that brings us joy and pleasure. So the first layer of this 17th hexagram is emphasizing the importance of willingness. It's on my own terms. I'm willing to follow you rather than being forced. So it's this keyword of natural alignment and harmonious relationship and being adaptable. And the second layer of this following hexagram is about the importance of timing. And we have to take action when the right time comes. If the time hasn't come, it's actually better for us to take a rest, prepare ourselves. It's time for preparation versus action. The reason I'm saying this is derived from the image of this hexagram, because the external triagram is lake, is meaning something so pleasant and beautiful. It goes with the flow. It's very relaxed and brings us joy. But the inner triagram is thunder, it's motion, it's principle driven action. So, how do we translate all of this image to a person's situation? It means that this is a person with talent, skill, and motivation and goals. But the external environment, or how he or she shows off themselves, is I'm not going to be opinionated even though I have a lot of knowledge and skills. Instead, on the exterior, I want to respect others. I want to get along with people. I want to pursue this harmonious relationship. And in order to do that, I'm not going to put myself in the center. And how this whole thing ties to the Bagua chart, because the lake triagram also sits on the western direction, it's meaning autumn. It's a season for kind of harvesting, reservation, preparing for winter, right? When we kind of conserve our energy. Whereas the inner triagram, the thunder, is sitting on the east direction, representing springtime. And naturally, when would which season would thunder show off the most is in spring. Thunder comes and the rain comes, that's where everything revives again, preparing for spring and summer. But the external environment is fall. So you as a thunder, you willingly know that it's not my time yet. I'm using fall and winter to preserve my energy. It's like going to bed and rest, preparing for that wake up moment in the springtime when it's my time to shine. So that is the kind of the layered meaning of this following hexagram. So to summarize, right, it's about kind of follow others. It's not because of lack of my own opinion. It's because I want to get along. I want to be supportive. I sincerely want to bring joy to others' interaction with me. And another thing is it's emphasizing the importance of self-preparation and taking breaks while waiting for the right time to come. But in terms of individual lines meanings, of course, it's a blend of positive and negative results. The key is what are you following? Why are you following? Because of that mindset shift will make an impact on the final outcome. So starting with the initial line, this is a yang line. And look at what he's following, two yin lines. So I'm a very skilled, competent people, but I genuinely have this sincerity to learn from others who might be lower than me, who might be less experienced or skilled than me. But I'm so open to change. I want to adapt to my situation and learn from other people. Because of this openness and open mindset, it's going to bring you very positive outcome. This one is truly following the spirit of the overall broader hexagram meaning. That's why this line is a positive outcome. If you land on this one from your prediction, it means you should make a change from your status quo. Change will bring you good. In addition, go out and socialize because learning from all walks of life will enrich your own experience. So that's the meaning of this first line. Moving to the second line, it's the inline itself. Unfortunately, it's following another inline, meaning that normally speaking, my corresponding line is 2 would correspond to 5, right? I have this big, grand, competent, and high-powered person I'm supposed to be paired with. But in the spirit of following, I kind of give up that natural relationship and I'm inclined to be paired with the one closest to me. But this one happens to be another inline, meaning that it's not as kind of powerful or skilled or knowledgeable as the other guy. So because of your blind choice, you're following the wrong person. So the result of the second line is loss is gonna be way bigger than the gain. So in the short term, you might think you make a good decision with a short-term gain, but in the long run, it's a big loss. So that's the meaning of the second line. I think the idiom in English is like you win pennies, but you lose pounds. So that's the essence of the second line. Moving to the third line, this is actually a positive one because most of the time the third line is, because of its transitional nature, it tend to be fairly negative. But in this one, it's good because look at it. It's an inline following a yang line. It's the natural relationship. I'm following the right person who has more wisdom than myself, so I can learn from them. Because they pick the right person, this pursuit, this relationship will bring you gain and rewards. It's quite positive. It says no matter what you set your goals, you made the right choice. That's why the outcome is good. So we can kind of see the second and third line in a paired relationship. They're both about the importance of choice and following the right cause, following the right person. But because the second one picked the wrong direction, that's why it's more lean towards a loss outcome. Whereas the third line is picking the right direction, the right person to follow. That's why the outcome is very positive with a lot of gains. And the fourth line, this one is a mixed one. It's initially you have gains because you have a lot of followers. The followers following you. But be careful. There's like danger lurking around. So be cautious of your gain because positionally, the fourth line, you're still in a kind of a second in command position. The fifth line is the guy in charge, right? If you yourself have so many followers, so many accomplishments, you might evoke jealousy, lack of trust from the guy above you, which will bring danger in return. And it's just calling out using discernment, be very cautious. And when you have followers, but you're not the guy in charge, make sure you play this middleman role. Package yourself with your own followers. This whole group is a follower for the guy above you. And as long as you can have this type of awareness and turn it around and support the guy in charge, ultimately in charge, then you can change the danger and bring it back to a neutral outcome. The fifth one is the guy in charge, and it happens to be a yang line. This is a very positive one. It means I follow the spirit of this following hexagram. I'm bringing joy, relaxed attitude. I'm getting along with everybody. Because of my genuine leadership style, of course, I will naturally attract followers. The importance here is they follow me willingly on their own terms. It's this natural attraction. It's what you get with what you give type of back and forth relationship. It's not forced because that follows this natural alignment spirit of the overall hexagram. That's why the fifth line is positive as well. Last but not least is the ending stage of the entire hexagram. The top sixth line position is an inline saying, I have no one else to follow. I'm at the extreme end of a situation or a phase. Because of that, initially I might be forced or coerced into a situation unwillingly, like not on my own terms, which is bad, it's dangerous. But how can I save myself from that situation is they kind of re-emphasize the importance of sincerity, following nature, following the rhythm and timing. As long as I can show sincerity, I can actually turn this whole thing around, move it from the prior danger state of forced relationship, forced following, and forced bonding, which is very dangerous and temporary. Because of my sincerity and emphasis on willingness, on this natural harmonious interaction, because of that genuine attitude, I can turn this forced relationship into a willing relationship and bring kind of back to the course, back to the natural way. So this line is a mixed as well. It's initially bad, initially you're trapped, you're being controlled, you're being forced. But because of that shift of mindset, this emphasis on sincerity and genuine interest, adaptability, you're able to turn something dangerous into a back to a neutral spot. So that's the overall explanation of the 17th hexagram following. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.